Prince William's decision to pull out of a memorial service he was set to speak at for his godfather on Tuesday did little to quell speculation over the health of his wife and his father. Kensington Palace released a statement saying the Princess of Wales, who underwent unspecified abdominal procedure more than a month ago, was, quote, doing well in her recovery. And the King's office says William's cancellation was unrelated to the health of his father, who was diagnosed with cancer in early February. The King, by the way, did attend an earlier service that day, but he didn't go to the memorial service. Do the official statements paint a complete picture of what's happening in the royal household and their health? To help us answer that, we're joined by CTV royal commentator Afia Hagan. Afia, lots to talk about in the last day and a half. The prince was supposed to attend this for his godfather. He was set to make a speech. He pulled out at the last minute. What do we know about why he withdrew?
Well, that is the big question, Anne-Marie. We really don't know much about it. What we do know is it was less than an hour before this memorial service for his godfather, King Constantine of Greece, was supposed to start. Prince William's name was in the programme. It was printed there. He was supposed to give a reading. But about 45 minutes beforehand, we were told that actually he wouldn't be taking part in that service. He wouldn't be there. He was pulling out for personal reasons. Kensington Palace quick to qualify that with the Princess of Wales is doing well at home. Now, we did see the King leaving, coming back to London for treatment. It's thought the Tuesday is his treatment day because we saw him at Clarence House yesterday. So Queen Camilla was at that service. She was kind of the most senior royal who was there in attendance. And then the rest of the royal family, quite extraordinarily, were led by Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson on that walk down into the church. And behind them, you had Zara, Mike Tyndall, and other members of the royal family. And Prince William conspicuous in his absence.
Speaking of members of the royal family, there is some news that developed overnight about one of the members of the royal family. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so that was a death in the royal family. It was someone that was actually quite close to Prince William, and also the palace were quite quick to say that the death of this particular member of the royal family was nothing to do with the fact that Prince William was absent. Now, the fact that he was absent in the first place obviously is going to throw up a lot of questions, a heck of a lot of questions. And when you have had a death in the royal family, that was the husband of royal lady Gabriella Kingston, that was Thomas Kingston. He actually died a couple of days ago, and her parents were still there in the audience of that service yesterday. So that was Thomas Kingston, the husband of Lady Gabriella Kingston. He was someone that was actually quite close to Prince William. He was a former soldier. He'd done lots of work with government and diplomacy as well. Pictured only a few days ago, actually, positive, healthy and happy, was only 45 years old. But we were told quite early on that his death was actually not related to the fact that Prince William wasn't there. But yes, very shocking, such a young age, a well-loved, well-liked and popular member of the royal family in Thomas Kingston. But yes, that has certainly rocked the royal family as well over the past few days.
If you're getting back to Kensington Palace, you know, when the Princess of Wales had her abdominal surgery, they made it very clear that privacy would be a priority for their family. But what information have we learned since then that could let us know, how she's doing health-wise?
We have learned almost nothing, Anne-Marie. I mean, we got that qualifying statement yesterday that the Princess of Wales continues to do well at home. Last week, she was in Norfolk, here in England, in Armour Hall, enjoying some time with her family. And she's now back home at Adelaide Cottage in Windsor. And that is all we are being told. Now, when the Princess of Wales released that statement, or Kensington Palace did on her behalf, talking about the fact she'd had this abdominal surgery, she wouldn't be back on working royal duties before March the 31st, and asked for privacy, it really seems like that privacy is being adhered to. We've had no pictures, no statements, and that sort of compares with the King, where we have seen him enjoying cards and gifts that he's been given by well-wishers. We saw him last week with Rishi Sunak having that Prime Minister's meeting. That was, we saw them shaking hands and everything, and we've seen the King going from London to Sandringham and seen him at church.
Right.
It's quite quite the contrast.
Really quickly, and I need this in less than a UK minute, but I wanted to get your thoughts on this. On Royal Update this morning, a UK judge ruling Prince Harry not stripped of his security protection unfairly. This also comes within a week that Donald Trump says he's not going to extend protection to Harry in the US if he is reelected as president. So what does this mean for the prince?
Absolutely. So that's Ravek here in the UK won't pay for his security or won't be taxpayer funded when he comes to the UK. It means that Prince Harry faces these security concerns. He offered to pay for his own Metropolitan Police officers, but that's not happening. They're not guns for hire. And so it means that Prince Harry really has to focus on and up his security, make sure he can get that intelligence so that he and his family are sufficiently protected when they're here in the UK and in the US.
Right, and that becomes important in the context of the fact that his father is ill, and he has already said he's planning to do more visits. Sophia, thanks for that.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.